were starting to wonder if you'd make it back. Glad you didn't bring the Empire with you.
The Solonians made it to the red light sector. The Imperials were too scattered by your attack to stop them.
Gaz is helping her sept settle in. I didn't thank you properly earlier.
Do we have access to the Solonian tunnels?
Your actions gained you more than one ally. Goss had her people confirm the Solonian tunnels ran underneath Coronet shipping. The Solonians were forced out of the tunnels by the Empire, but plenty of predators moved in afterwards. You'll have to be careful.
If the Imperials know about the tunnels, won't they know I'm coming?
They know they're empty and dangerous. They have no idea where the tunnels actually run.
As long as you're down there, you could clear some of those predators out. The Solonians would like their homes back someday.
The tunnels will bypass the shock troops, but their commander, Captain Granta, will be inside. Don't underestimate him.
What do I do once I'm inside?
You'll find the neutron emitters outside, somewhere with a clear shot at the tram system. This spike should override any Imperial security. The neutron emitters will interfere with portable comm transmissions. Once you're inside, contact me through Coronet Shipping's system.
Congratulations, you're inside. Did you give any thought to what might happen next? Coronet shipping is under my command. You may have beaten our defenses, but you won't get past my men.
Might want to ask all the troops I just passed about that.
You'll find the men who guard the tunnels very different from the men who guard me. Outside, the tunnels were your escape route. In here, you have nowhere to run. Destroying the neutron emitters will get you nowhere. We have other ways of keeping the Republic under control.
That's a little cryptic.
The Republic prefers a fair fight. I prefer a fight I can win.
Orders, sir.
Show the Republic how the Empire handles its enemies.
I
just need to contact General Aves for instructions. Captain Granta is dead, General. We're ready to shut down the neutron emitters.
Cancel that. Imperial troops are boarding the rocket trams, trying to cripple us before we can move out. If the Imperials hit us hard enough, we'll have no one left to send. We have to use the neutron emitters to wipe them out.
We can't kill innocent people just for a quick victory.
Then we'll have to defeat them the old-fashioned way. Let's hope winning the battle doesn't cost us the war. We made it out. We've been busy. Coronet shipping's still a mess, but the rocket trams are up and running.
There were over 24 civilians on those trams. Thanks to you, a lot of them are already off-world.
I'd be happier if any of them had stayed to help. We've lost supplies and men all over this sector.
I don't kill innocent people. Just a little policy I have.
There's a difference between innocent and recklessly putting yourself in harm's way. What's important is we have access to the rocket tram. We're already moving troops and supplies to Republic holdouts across Corellia. But the Empire's not making it easy. Once our reinforcements move from the rocket tram to the ground transport, they disappear.
We're not sure how the Empire's catching them, but someone contacted us who thinks he does. Councilor Belos, of the same Corellian council that voted to join the Empire.
That was a mistake. The Republic's trying to free Corellia. I want to help.
You're lucky the Republic even answered your comm call.
I want to see Corellia restored. Only the Republic can do that.
Empire hasn't kept the peace on Corellia like you hoped?
I'm not asking for forgiveness. But your reinforcements will never get through Labor Valley without my help. Your men disappear once they move to speeders. The Empire is using prototype droids that can bring down any short-range vehicle.
What's Labor Valley?
The industrial center of Corellia. The galaxy's best fuel yards and factories are there, along with plenty of people fighting for them. My assistant, Dina Behar, has been researching the droids. I've instructed her to meet you in Labor Valley. Can she expect you?
Just so we're clear, I kill double-crossers?
The Empire would do worse. Believe me, I want the Republic to win. I should get back before I'm missed. If I learn anything else that might help, I'll contact you.
If this is a trap, we'll find out soon enough. Take the rocket tram to Labor Valley and find this Dina Behar. We need to stop those droids.
Captain, I just want to say thank you. I could never have imagined you would put up with me for this long. When I first came on board with you, I thought it was going to be a few weeks at most before you left me on some isolated moon.
Keep me laughing and you've got a bunk on this ship forever.
Have you heard this one? There once was a Moncal from Dak. He wore a jetpack on his back. He liked to shoot blasters and fly even faster. He was a Mando Cal attack. No? Well, I'll come up with a better one. You're like my family, Captain. No one else has ever given me the kind of trust and respect I've had here. I'll never leave you.
Dina Behar, I was told you had some information for me?
I've been expecting you, Captain. We might not have another chance, so listen closely. You already know the Empire's droids are in a secure laboratory. Its toughest defenses are the prison-grade vault doors. The doors can resist any kind of unauthorized entry, except in an emergency. You'll need disaster relief droids to get inside.
What exactly do you do for Councilor Belos again?
Counselor Belos is a busy man. I keep him informed on many issues. The Baharan Droid Factory specializes in disaster relief droids. They're here in Labor Valley, but they've been closed since the Empire arrived. The Empire shipped out Baharan's inventory before shutting down the factory. You'll need to get it up and running if you want those droids.
How do I reactivate an entire factory?
You'll need to restore power by reactivating the factory's off-site generators first, and then start up the assembly line. There are some risks involved. The generators are located in Hellfire, and rebooting the assembly line will activate any unfinished droids.
Do I want to know what Hellfire is?
Local name for Labor Valley's generators and fuel lines. Half of them are still burning from Republic sabotage and Imperial retaliation. Once the assembly line's moving, the factory has to be reconnected to the supply grid. The machines will get their parts, you'll get your droids, and the droids will get you inside the Empire's lab.
Got it. Don't even need to write it down.
Once you've hooked up the supply grid, contact me through the factory comm system. That should let me verify that everything's working. Until then, it's best if we don't speak. Good luck.
Calling as instructed, Dina. The Baharan droid factory is up and running.
Perfect. Your disaster relief droids should be ready. You can use the remotes to control them. I'm impressed. It would have taken the workers weeks to reopen the factory.
You gave the instructions. I just followed them.
You'd be surprised how many men find that difficult. The droids will get you inside the lab, but the Empire's gotten their hands on Dennison Varric, one of the best scientists on Corellia. The prototype droids are Varric's work, as are the lab's security systems, the deadliest in the galaxy.
Is Varric an Imperial hostage or an ally?
I couldn't contact anyone inside the lab. If he is a traitor, you'll find out fast. Once you're inside the lab, find the testing grounds. Varric, his team, and the Empire's droids should all be there. Destroy the droids and the Republic's supply runs will make it through Labor Valley. Councilor Belos guarantees it.
Thanks for the assist.
Councilor Belos helped you. I'm just his assistant. Comm General Aves as soon as you have control. Use the lab comm system. The Empire's monitoring Republic frequencies. I should return to my work for the Councilor. It was a pleasure.
Are you insane? What kind of degenerate attacks a laboratory? Those doors were pure durasteel, at least 5 layers thick. How did you even get inside?
Disaster relief droids don't care how thick your doors are.
Of course. I should have accounted for that. Oh, the Republic troops, yeah. A terrible business. I can assure you, my droids are not responsible. They're equipped for combat, but only for defensive purposes. There's no need to destroy them.
You might want to recheck your facts.
I don't know what you're talking about. I won't argue with an armed intruder. Just give me a moment to make the proper adjustments. These droids are my greatest work. I can't allow you to destroy them. I'm sorry. Those droids could destroy speeders mid-flight. They were tested against the Empire's strongest men. Yes, the droids were made for the Empire. I supported the Council's decision. I'm not ashamed. The Republic's falling, and they expect brilliant men like me to go down with her. I won't do it.
And people say I'm overconfident.
Until you showed up, my droids were indestructible. I don't expect you to understand. Things being what they are, I'm the one who has to adapt. If the Republic is Corellia's future, I'm willing to look past my political views. You've seen my designs in action. I could create similar things for the Republic, if they'll have me.
If you're willing, the Republic could use your skills.
I'll let my staff know. Thank you for this chance. The Republic may be smarter than I thought.
General Aves, the Empire's droids have been destroyed.
The General's a little busy right now, so you get me. Corsac will be there to deal with Dennison Varric soon. I wasn't expecting the Councilor's information to check out. For your sake, I'm glad it did.
You sure know how to hold a grudge.
Spend half your life protecting a traitor, then come talk to me about grudges. With Labor Valley under control, the Republic set their sights on Axial Park. The Empire's launched a major offensive to keep us out. Armies, walkers, trenches. They're already calling it the Battle of Axial Park. General Aves needs all the help he can get.
I'll be there as quick as I can.
Axial Park is just a tram ride away from Capitol Square. We win this battle, and the Empire's cornered. Head to Axial Park and check in with the General. He'll tell you what to do.
Checking in, General Aves. Captain Kantara said you needed me?
If we need you anywhere on Corellia, it's here. We're getting close, and the Imperials know it. We've been on the march since the blockade ended. When we reached Axial Park, the Empire was waiting. Axial Park is the gateway to Capitol Square, and a monument to Republic history. Failure isn't an option here.
No worries, General. Failure isn't even in my vocabulary.
I had a feeling it wasn't. Or that you wouldn't admit to it. Every time we gain some ground, our troops get ambushed. Between the Special Forces and the Imperial Army, my men are overwhelmed. We're about to start a major offensive into Imperial territory. I need someone on the battlefield dealing with these ambushes as they appear.
Whatever the Empire throws at me, I can handle it.
I believe it. We've got to secure the ground we have. Our engineers are creating a perimeter of trenches around the command center. The engineers have armed escorts, but the Empire's hit them hard. They'll need your protection until the trenches are stabilized.
You'll need more than trenches to defeat the Empire.
I've got my scouts working to find Special Forces before they strike. As reports come in, I'll contact you with your next objective. Make sure you're prepared before you head out. There's no time to rest on the battlefield.
Trenches are along far enough now. Our long-range artillery camps are under attack, and the troops need help. Get to those camps, stop the Empire, and make sure the artillery still function.
You're all right.
I've reached the rendezvous point, General Aves.
Good work. The Republic's taking care of what's left of the Empire's Special Forces. Those commanders you ran into were Imperial Guard, the most elite fighting force in the galaxy. If the Imperial Guard has landed in force on Corellia, this battle's nowhere close to over. We've got to get past them first.
If more come, they'll get what the others got.
You saw the chaos just a few guardsmen caused. Imagine what an army of them could do. We've got to find the Imperial Guard before they find us. Tracing their dispatch orders will be our best bet. The Imperial Command Center's not far from here. Use the spike to take control. Our techs will scan for any orders related to the Imperial Guard.
Got it. Don't even need to write it down.
The Empire's jammed our portable comm frequencies. Use their comm station to contact me once you've spiked their systems. The command center is the Empire's last holdout in Axial Park. Get inside and find out what they're planning.
Spikes in general, you should have access to the Empire systems.
Our techs are hacked in and ready. Now let's see where the Imperial Guard's been hiding. Imperial Guard orders are being transmitted from the Museum Republica. Looks like they want to hit us where it hurts. That rules out aerial bombardment, or a major assault. One stray grenade could destroy centuries of history.
Is there any way to get the Imperial Guard into the open?
No chance. They've got a good position, and they know it. These dispatch orders come from Commander Tainer, head of the Imperial Guard. Commander's the one with the battle plan. If something happened to him, it would take time for the Imperial Guard to adjust.
Are you asking me to kill him?
Commander Tainer doesn't negotiate, and he'd never surrender. I don't see any other options. If the commander's smart, he'll post a few men at the door and hide the rest in the museum. Move fast and stay sharp. The Museum Republica's collection dates back to the founding. Spare anything you can from the crossfire.
This stuff wouldn't be worth any creds, would it?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Get inside the museum and find the commander. I'll send reinforcements as soon as I can.
You must be Commander Tainer.
And you're the reason half my guardsmen aren't responding. I've been waiting a long time for you to reach us. The Republic must be doing well.
How did you know the Republic would send me?
You thought to conquer Corellia unnoticed. The Imperial Guard has no interest in Corellia or the Republic's claim. Our men in the field were sent to challenge you. The Emperor is aware of your presence. Your interference can no longer be allowed.
Glad to hear I've made an impression.
You've come farther than anyone expected, but I'm afraid your luck's run out. Those who challenge the Imperial Guard challenge the Emperor himself. Countless worlds, countless armies, to fall here? We are an extension of the Emperor's power. He cannot be defeated. I cannot be defeated.
People say I'm overconfident.
I swore an oath of loyalty to the Emperor. To break it is unforgivable. My mistakes cannot go unpunished. Kill me.
You had this coming. Your honor has nothing to do with it.
I embrace it nonetheless.
Yes, sir. I'll relay the message. General Aves apologizes for our timing, but it looks like we weren't needed. We'll secure the museum. The General requests that you meet him back at the command bunker, ASAP.
You've arrived just in time to witness the final troop deployment into Axial Park. The Empire's making a last stand. It might get messy, but we can hold our ground. I must have called my men at least 3 times to verify Commander Tainer's death.
It's so hard to be humble, knowing how great I am.
I wouldn't have sent you in there if I didn't think you could make it out. With Axial Park under control, Capitol Square is just a tram ride away. We've already started planning our offensive. The Legislature will be our primary target. The Empire's turned it into a fortress. It'll take more than firepower to get inside.
Do we have any information about their defenses?
Cole Kantaris is familiar with the Legislature's security from his days in the Council Guard. He'll be our best starting point. You'll find Captain Kantaris in the Council Guardhouse in Capitol Square. He should be able to brief you.
What has Captain Kantaris been doing?
Mobilizing our CorSec allies. We'll need them when the time comes. I'll get back to troop deployment. When we know our next move, my men will be ready.
Good you're here. We've got trouble. You remember Councilor Belos?
Captain Kantaris tells me the Republic's on their way here. You can't attack the Legislature yet. The Empire's taken control of the Ion Wall, Corellia's most powerful defense system. They're planning to use it against the Republic.
How did the Empire get control of the Ion Wall?
The Corellian Council offered it to them. Only we have the codes to operate it.
You happen to tell them our position and troop numbers, too?
But I have the codes. Why not turn it on the Legislature's defenses instead?
You know the Legislature best. Would this work?
I'm not sure what the Empire's installed, but it would definitely take out the building's security. What's the catch?
First, you'll need to point the Ion Wall's emitters at the Legislature. They've been concealed inside statues around Capitol Square. Once the emitters are realigned, the Ion Wall can be activated. The controls are located inside intra-Corellian intelligence.
That's the catch. Intra-Corellian intelligence was one of the first places the Empire took over. It'll be crawling with Imperials.
Could we sneak inside somehow?
No chance. It's an intel bureau. For all we know, the Empire's listening to this con call right now.
The Imperials aren't the only danger, I'm afraid. Several members of the Dark Council arrived in Capitol Square a few days ago. One of them, Darth Acheron, was dispatched to intra-Corellian intelligence to keep the Ion Wall safe. You'll have to get past him.
Where's a Jedi for hire when you need one?
Jedi have lightsabers for a reason. One good shot is all you need.
I should go. There's a secure line from intra-Corellian intelligence to my office. Contact me once you've activated the Ion Wall.
The guardhouse is still linked to the Legislature. We can't control their defenses, but we can tell when they go down. I'll get CorSec and the Republic into position. The minute you activate the Ion Wall, we attack.
Another chance, my lord. You'll need us. The Republic's agent. Too powerful.
I watched an Imperial fall to a common mercenary. I have no desire to see it again. Soldiers are often more trouble than they're worth. You deserve better from your opponents.
Not his fault I'm good at what I do.
Your only advantage is complete ignorance of the dangers you face. The Republic did well to send you here. If activated, the Ion Wall would disable ships, artillery, even the weapon in your hand. But your contact should have told you that the Ion Wall cannot be destroyed through the controls alone.
I sincerely have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, honest.
You should pray the Republic can protect its spy better than you have.
It worked perfectly. The Empire's scrambling to find reinforcements. Now's your best chance. General Aves is starting the assault. Head for the Legislature. Catch up with their men inside.
I've been ready for this fight since I landed.
Don't get caught up in revenge. The Republic has to win first. I must go. The Empire's moving the Council to a secure location. No more comm calls. I bet my life on a Republic victory. Don't disappoint me now.
It was an ambush, General. Imps came through a hidden entrance. Lost our CO, but the cavalry showed up just in time.
You've got my thanks. The ion wall did plenty of damage. But the Empire's recovering fast. The Corellian Council's shortcuts aren't helping. As long as the Empire has the Council, they have their inside knowledge. We have to find them.
How much damage can the Council do?
Secret weapons, contingency plans. There might be 10 things worse than the ion wall inside the Legislature alone. We've gone over the schematics with Captain Kantaris. He's identified a holdout room intended to keep the Council safe in an emergency. Darth Hadra of the Dark Council was their escort. If they're in the holdout room, she'll be in there with them.
One member of the Dark Council might be my limit.
Well, we're hearing rumors of a third. You have Republic reinforcements, of course. Captain Kantaris is leading his own assault, but assures me his officers will come if called. The Green Jedi has also promised to send who they can spare.
I've never heard of the Green Jedi.
Special enclave dedicated to protecting Corellia. You'll understand the name when you see their robes. Our techs have rigged the Legislature's comm stations to connect directly to Republic dispatch. Use them to call for backup. Remember, the Corellian Council is the Empire's ace in the hole. Find them before there are any more surprises.
It's roaring here. I need trained soldiers.
Locating nearest Republic squad. Transmitting your location.
This place is a maze. I could use some local help.
Contacting Captain Kantaris. Corsac is tracking you now.
Having the Force would sure help right now.
Hatching through to the Green Gardens. Uploading your coordinates. assure you, Darth Adra, this holdout room is impenetrable. The Republic will never break through.
Save your breath, Counselor. Even your little hiding place was not immune from the Ion Wall. You've turned the Legislature into a battlefield. Is this your plan to lure the Council back to the Republic?
The Empire would let the Council go that easily?
You act as if they're hostages. Is it so hard to believe they would join the Empire willingly? After seeing the damage to the Legislature, I was expecting an army. You should have come prepared. The holdout room is designed to protect and hide the Council. There are no comm stations here. All transmissions are blocked. Your allies are out of reach. Can you face me without your precious Republic?
I've beaten too many Sith Lords to back down now.
The Council stands with the Empire. Killing me won't change that.
Who said we weren't doing it for fun? When I heard you were going after the Council, I rounded up Corsek's best. I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Then you've chosen your fate. Those who resist Imperial rule will die by my hands.
That ought to fix you. Well, counselors, looks like it's just you and your angry constituency now. Acting Corsec Command can arrest heads of state with the Republic's approval. I want all of them. Counselor Belos, too.
I spied on the Empire. I lied to a Sith Lord. I risked my life to help the Republic.
You were the first to suggest we join the Empire, Belos. How many credits were you offered to change your mind?
How many credits were you offered to keep it?
We joined the Empire only to save Corellia.
The Empire has resources and proven strength. We were planning for the future.
The Council made themselves kings at Corellia's expense. They all deserve to be punished.
You all started this war. Nothing can make up for that.
Take note, Captain Kataris. This is how the Republic repays her allies.
Only the ones who join the Empire, Counselor. General Aves will want a status update. Give us a minute to restore communications in here. Can you hear us, General?
Coming through fine, Captain. Without the Corellian Council's advice, the Empire's falling back on old tactics. They're not working. Once the Legislature falls, the Empire will be vulnerable. I've got several squads ready to push them off Corellia, but they'll need a signal.
Broadcast comm in the Speaker's courtyard. Your signal will hit every comm station on Corellia, if you can reach it.
What's the Speaker's courtyard?
The Legislature's open-air garden. Every big speech in Corellian history was made there.
The Speaker's courtyard is being protected by Darth Decimus, the last of the Dark Council members sent to Corellia.
He convinced the Corellian Council to join the Empire. He won't let Corellia go easy.
You won't have any backup here. Corsek's holding the Council. The Green Jedi are defending their enclave, and my men are in position.
Whatever it takes to beat the Empire.
Once you've defeated Darth Decimus, contact me on the broadcast comm. I'll be waiting for your signal.
This is it. One Sith Lord between us and freedom. Corellia's counting on you.
The Republic trusts its victory to a simple mercenary. Will wonders never cease? I've watched your progress across Corellia. The Speaker's courtyard has been witness to it all. From this historic stage, I'll declare Corellia an official member of the Empire. Even your efforts cannot sully that.
I'm declaring a Republic victory. Should be an interesting broadcast.
Because you've taken the Legislature? There's more to Corellia than Capital Square. When the Empire evaded, the Council provided coordinates. Coronet City's docks were emptied. Those who resisted were killed. The fleet moved into the shipyards. Imperial troops spread to Capital Square. Truly a glorious sight.
I doubt the Empire got a warm welcome.
Did you think the Council emptied the docks themselves? More Corellians support the Empire than you realize. One of your founders abandoned you. How much longer until Coruscant follows? Balmorra? Ord Mantell? Soon the entire galaxy will realize your weakness. The Empire needs no weapons to destroy the Republic. Only time.
It's been a few thousand years. You must be pretty patient.
The Republic is on its knees. I intend to see it fall.
Darth Decimus is defeated, General. Tell your men, the Legislature is ours.
No need to. Broadcast comm just sang it across Corellia. It's up to our reserves to push the Empire out completely. But we're already seeing major retreats. Corellia is free. We're getting ready to declare a formal victory to the Senate. Head for the press room when you're ready. Supreme Chancellor Suresh. Senators. The Republic's taken the Legislature, and the Empire's on their last legs. It's all cleanup from here. The message went out across Corellia, and I'm proud to relay it to you on Coruscant. We will have our victory. We had plenty of help from our allies, but one woman stood above the rest. We owe our victory to her efforts.
On behalf of the Senate, I'd like to thank you for your service to the Republic. The General tells us you were indispensable.
It took more than firepower to free Corellia from the Empire.
The Senate's heard many rumors about the Imperial invasion of Corellia. Before we continue, we'd like to hear the truth.
The Empire moved in with the Corellian Council's blessing. We fought their inside knowledge all the way to Capitol Square.
The Council showed no remorse for their actions. They've been arrested and removed from office.
The Council was loyal to the Republic for years. Why would they abandon us now?
The Council forgot they answered to the people.
After all the noise we made, I don't think they'll forget again.
With the Council in jail, Corellia has no local leadership. There could be riots, crime sprees, further destruction. After all the damage the Empire's done, the Senate is hesitant to take direct control. Who should lead Corellia through their recovery?
We've got a war to fight. Coruscant can handle things here.
We'll hold elections for a new council soon. Should be nice not answering to anyone for a while.
Corellia is one of our founding planets. There was no warning before they turned. How many more worlds might be on the brink? You brought Corellia back to the Republic. You have the Senate's attention. How can we prevent other worlds from joining the Empire?
Corellia's free because the people fought back. Their reward is a big pile of rubble they used to call home. Some people call that the cost of war. I call it unfair. The Republic's too focused on the big picture. Take care of the little guys first. You never know when you might need their help.
You have the Senate's promise. We'll see Corellia properly restored.
Before you go, we'd like to thank you properly. There's no medal or title that equals what you've accomplished. But this should help.
First-class blood stripes, Corellia's highest honor. Awarded to those who keep fighting despite the odds.
With Corellia free, what's the Republic's next objective?
The Empire will have a hard time recovering from this loss. We hit them now, and we could have a surrender within weeks.
You freed Corellia from the Empire and set events in motion that may end this war. You deserve more than our thanks. Our victory today sends a message. The Republic may falter, but we will never fall, as long as we keep fighting. Senators, let your voices be heard. Stand and recognize these heroes of the Republic. You have more than justified my faith in you. Gentlemen, ladies, this is the woman I've been telling you about, who destroyed Grand Admiral Heridax Kirill and saved our shipyards. Captain, this is Senator Roan, Fleet Admiral Hellick, Supreme Commander Rands. Of course you recognize the Supreme Chancellor. They've come to thank you for turning the Void Wolf's fleet against the Empire.
Oh, you're making me feel almost respectable.
Captain, I am pleased to present you with the Senatorial Medal of Service.
That's the highest civilian award the Republic issues. You have changed the tide of this war.
It's been fun working for the Republic. Or thinking I was, and then really... You know what I mean.
Your service has been truly priceless.
You seem to have a talent for this. Would you give some thought to continuing as a privateer under my guidance?
You pick the target, I keep any incidental profits made along the way?
Within limits. I'll be in touch with the details.
It seems there are times when it's an advantage to have an operative who isn't bound by the rule of law.
Never thought I'd see you on the Jedi Order's payroll, Captain.
Does the Republic think they have bought your loyalty with stamped silver on a ribbon?
Only you could manage to turn taking over the underworld into a good citizenship award.
I'll get Port Noir back up and running, Captain. You're going to need a base of operations, and someone at the wheel you can trust. No offense, but you're better at finding credits than keeping them. Even my father needed a broker for his empire. Gives you time to do the fun part. Count Renald is a man of his word. He sends me daily updates about his rebellion's progress. Incredibly sweet, beautifully written updates. I knew taking Debrillion's throne would be a challenge, but this is getting complicated. Merritt's every bit the man he appears to be. Even the dirt I've dug up on him turned out clean. It's Merritt now, huh? Sounds like you two are getting downright chummy. He keeps insisting I not refer to him so formally. It's cute. Nothing about this guy triggers warning bells. When it comes to husbands, I could do a lot worse. I'll stop bothering you. I needed to talk, and you're the only person who understands me. I'm always here if you need me. I'm sure there's trouble somewhere with our name on it. What do you say we go take all its credits?
I do not presume to question your choice of crewmates, but I am curious. Why allow yourself to be surrounded by the weak? Only the Wookiee displays any strength of character. He understands honor. The rest are petty criminals.
Cut the farm boy some slack. He's good in a fight. He even has a conscience.
He is too weak of spirit to make hard choices. He will hesitate and fail you. One thing a Mandalorian never has to question is a clanmate's honor. I could always count on the strength of my fellow warriors. I always sleep lightly aboard your ship.
You know, you're the kind of gal you know when she's mad, and you know when you've made her laugh. Master Lauren was just ice. You had no idea if he even knew you were in the room.
If I could, I'd teach you what to do with that lightsaber.
Oh, Captain. If you were my master, I might have practiced. Or at least not released the Kowakian monkey lizards into your dressing room. Maybe that was a bad plan.
I think of you as family too, Bodar.
Look, Captain, I try not to get sentimental around you, but hear me out. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You're my family, as much or more than the one the Separatists took. As long as I live, I'll be here to serve you, and your children after if I last so long.
I hope you're talking about adopting, because I'm not planning on having any babies that aren't yours.
Good to hear it. A lot of families got destroyed in this war. Might just be we run across some streetwise orphan who needs a good role model. Never say never, you know?
You have fun with that.
The boss thank you, outsider.
Thanks for the business.
May your future be clear, outsider.
I was prepared for almost anything if it meant becoming queen. Foiling assassination attempts, fighting wars, bunking on this ship for years. Just kidding. Marrying the Count was never part of the plan. Can I really do that? I'm trying to think of what I wouldn't do to become rich and powerful. Nope, I got nothing. I've seen how your eyes wander every time we land on a new planet. You might get married, but could you stay that way? Ugh, I hadn't even thought about producing heirs. Not that he wouldn't be a great father. This conversation's officially given me a headache. Let's go do something outrageous.
Tayari Rook claims to lead his own clan. He destroyed my clan with his slander, and then dares to raise up his mishmash of slavers and pirates and call them Clan Rook. And no one has challenged them.
Haven't the other Mandalorian clans caught wind of this? Shouldn't they be angry too?
Rook is careful. Anyone who could speak against him is already dead or dishonored. This isn't even the worst of it. The man I was with when my people fell, his clan lost all honor after I left. They joined Clan Rook. My old lover dishonors the name Mandalorian. That coward dies with the rest of Rook's filth.
Once they're all dead, you'll finally be satisfied?
This has never been personal. It's about justice. Rook's clan is on Hutta, bowing and scraping for the cartel. The scum have no discipline. Destroying their camp will be easy. When I'm finished, it will be as if Clan Rook never existed. I leave for Hutta immediately.
You look, well, not exactly happy. Less angry than usual.
It's over. The filth who destroyed my clan and dishonored its name is dead.
Great. You can help deal with my enemies.
I welcome more worthy foes. Before he died, Rook confessed his crime. He destroyed my clan because the lie gained him a favorable contract with the Empire. He killed my people for profit, nothing more. The galaxy is no poorer without him.
People who do terrible things for profit. Boy, I'm glad I don't know anyone who fits that description.
Before taking profit, always analyze the cost. I could not have avenged my people without the resources and opportunities you've provided. I will repay that debt, Captain.
I held up my end of the deal.
You bring yourself honor, outsider.
Look here, why are you calling me?
The last package was received. You are free of obligation. Thank you. I would have been relegated to hard labor for my crimes.
Things on Brilliant have taken a turn. The King's put a death mark on Count Ronald's head. When the citizens heard that, they rebelled. The King imposed martial law to stop the rioting. But that got the aristocracy riled up. The whole planet's going to war.
Where do the other nobles stand? Are they with the Count or the King?
Some support Count Ronald. Others remain loyal to the King. They're all looking to benefit from the fight. Needless to say, the Count has his hands full just staying alive. But even with all that's happened, he still wants to marry me. I can't keep putting him off. Any advice how I should play this?
Forget about the politics for a second. Do you love this guy or not?
I barely know him. This isn't about love. I need to figure out what's best for my long-term plans. Oh, perfect. Time's up. That's him calling on the Hollow. All right. Let's do this. Nerd, I'm glad you're safe. From what I hear, the fighting got worse after you escaped.
I cannot spare Brilliant from war, but perhaps we can still create a better future together. I realize forging a true relationship takes time, and our marriage won't be consummated for some time, but I am hopeful. My proposal stands, dear Risha. Will you marry me?
Say yes. Hurry before you lose your nerve. Yes, I'll marry you. We'll make it official the old-fashioned way. Have your people bring me a written contract to sign. But let's not make it easy for the king to kill us. Until the war's over, we shouldn't meet in person. Agreed?
I will continue to send you updates as I'm able. Dubrilion will be free. Farewell, my lovely wife. May the stars watch over you.
Isn't he adorable? You make an adorable couple. I hope you're not expecting a gift on this short notice. You can owe us. I should probably do something to celebrate. Want to go steal something really expensive?
For the first time in months, I've allowed myself to think about the future. Someday this war must end. What will you do when the Sith Empire rules the galaxy? Will you transfer your loyalties to them? What if your profession is outlawed?
I'll stay in business. If the Republic can't put a slave collar on me, neither can the Empire.
How much experience do you have with the Empire's slave trade? It's highly advanced. The only constant in life is change. A warrior prepares for whatever comes. Your talent for survival is impressive, Captain. But luck has its limits.